simply when, rather than giving a lecture in class and assigning traditional homework for home, you give the lecture at home and have the kids do the traditional homework, problem solving, in class. So whenever we do need to do any kind of chalk and talk, rather than doing it in the classroom, we videotape it and have the kids watch it at home. That gives us more time in class to do problems, to do mathematics, and to do it together, collectively.
So isn't that sort of like questions seem to arise when kids are at home doing the traditional homework?
Absolutely, absolutely. So rather than going home and having the kids stare at these problems and feel frustrated, they go home, they watch the video, they take notes, they try a couple problems with the support of the video, and it's fun. It's novel. What do I like about the flipped classroom? I like so many things about the flipped classroom. One thing that's great is that it's a wonderful tool for differentiation. Both Joe Haas and I love to let the kids explore and discover things on their own in the class. And a lot of kids then might leave class not knowing exactly, or needing a little more help on this new concept. So they can go home and watch the video on it and take notes and feel more comfortable with it. The kids who already feel comfortable from the class's exploration don't have to watch the video, so it's a nice kind of way to differentiate.
So I feel like videotaping these lessons is finally allowing us to use technology in a way that it is intended. It's allowing us to let students watch the lesson when they're ready to watch the lesson, when they're ready to learn. They're watching it asynchronously whenever they want. I had a parent meeting and the parent said to me, "Oh, I heard your voice at breakfast the other day." This is sort of another unexpected thing, that their student was actually watching the video of the lecture, watching the flipped lesson on their iPhone that morning at breakfast before class. And so it's like this, and then the parent like talked about it, what is the lesson, and and so it's this whole new way of creating a dialogue, and parents kind of see what we're doing in class, and kids are kind of reviewing the lesson that morning, which is really what we want.
And how about the number of hits surpassing the number of students we have?
For the first couple of videos, at least this happened, that we actually had more people watch the video, or at least the video was watched more times than we had students in class. And I think Catherine had actually said that some parents were saying to her that they watched the video as well.
It's going viral.
Yeah, and actually former students were coming to me and saying, "Oh, I watched your video." Students that I didn't even have anymore. Maybe I had last year or something. So last class, it was a particularly dense lesson. It was the limit definition of the derivative, which is a pretty confusing thing for students. And at the end of class, students actually asked me if there was going to be a video available for them to watch. So they're like asking for homework, which has never happened before with traditional homework. Remember way back in pre-calculus, I don't know, what was it, like 3 days ago? We used to call this end behavior. But now we're doing the calculus-y stuff. This is called limits. But it's really just end behavior. You totally know how to do it. I'm just imagining what happens to my function, what happens to my y values as x gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm approaching infinity. And you remember, Ms. Stewart, I don't have to really examine every little bit of this function. What do I really just have to look at?
Just those controlling terms. I know we've been experimenting with plugging in really, really small h's like 0.01, 0.000001, but I'm going to leave h there because I'm going to see what happens as h gets infinitely small, as it approaches 0, I should say. So f of 2 plus h minus f of 2 all over h. That's the difference of the y's divided by the difference of the x's. Lesson has evolved a bit. We first used it whenever we wanted to do a short lecture. Rather than do the lecture in class, we'd videotape and have the kids watch it at home. But then it became a good way to recap things. When some students needed review or needed refresher or needed help, we'd make a video for that purpose as well. So that was great. So not all of our videos are one size fits all. You know, some are assigned for everybody to watch as homework, and others are there as extra resources for the kids who might want to come back and watch a lecture again or take notes on something that we just explored briefly in class. So it's serving multiple functions for us, which is great.
Do you think you're like more likely to get something out of the videos than regular homework, or is it?
I mean, it's a lot easier because you can access it. You don't have to go and ask the teacher for help. I mean, you could just go to YouTube and just look at the video and see what you need help on.
I just want to ask if you're watching the videos in Intro to Calculus that Stuart and I are doing.
Yeah, I think they're really fun to watch, and especially when Greg Lee's on the show.
Ah, Greg Lee. Are you more likely to do it than regular homework?
Yeah, I'd say so, because I don't really ever do math homework if it's on paper.
Oh, but you do watch the videos?
Yeah. Love the videos.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's easier to focus when you're watching the videos than when you're teaching in class because there's no like distractions. You can just focus in.
Do you think are you actually learning something from the videos?
A lot, yeah, a lot.
Oh, excellent. Videos,
A lot of the times I learn more from the videos than from class.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so why do you think that is?
Because I can focus more and it's just a short interval of time. And it's easier to focus.
Yeah, so what do you think about the length of the videos? Are they're an appropriate length? I mean, most of them are,
they're good.
They're all less than 10 minutes.
They're good. They're good.
Do you watch them straight through, or do you pause them as you go?
No, I watch them straight through and take notes.
Oh, very good. Thanks.
I like that it's both Miss Stewart and Mr. Haas because it allows two different teachers' perspectives on the problems.
I love math class. The videos are cool.
All right, Liam. So why do you like the videos?
Well, they're really useful in the fact that you can watch them over and over again, and if you don't understand it, it really helps, especially on your own time.
Well, okay, I got to say it again.
They're awesome.
What do you like about the videos?
They're just so funny and so educational.
You don't have to use paper. We're making it a paper-free school.
Oh, yeah, very good. Good comment.
I really like it because you can pause it, and if you need to get a clarification on something, you can just rewind it and rewrite it in your notes. It really helps.
They're awesome. They're so helpful.
Why do you say that?
Because I can see it right in front of me. I get the visual. I don't have to look at the paper. It's great.
Mr. Haas, being in your class has inspired me to achieve. Watching your videos has inspired me to overachieve.
Hey class, do you guys like the flipped classroom?
Yes! Are you going to put a video of this up on the website?
Yes, I am.